If you're here, we're due to start in 4 minutes, so just hang out with me for a second while I just put this on our social media. This is your ASMR intro. We're not due to be live for 3 minutes yet, so. Grab a cup of coffee or something. We've got some creepy details. This is actually the name of the name I was given the night we found out, but I didn't want to release it until I was it came out from a credible source. And one more second. Okay. 2 more minutes. Kevin's already on it. Okay, so let me just get to back to where you are, so I'm ready to do this. Hope everybody's doing good today. Okay. Doing good. Once I still have 1 minute, I'm not late or anything. That's really good. Make sure everybody can hear. Hi there. Hi Alicia, hi Chelsea, Kevin Leonard, Lisa Rockefeller, hello, Captain Lee Fan, Christy Love, Mary Beth. What else do we have here? Video reel, not trying to be rude, but the dude literally looks like an Aussie version of Michael Jackson. Yeah, there is a vibe there. That, yep. Yep, I can see it. All right, so let's see. Now this is, I know that now everybody that's, can you guys, I just want to make sure you can hear. You can hear me? Yeah, I know, Captain Lee Fan. You know, it's a long time, right? 18 days. Hi, Mimi. That he was with her. You have to wonder what the heck went on there, right? And all those dolls, I know that the doll collectors, I'm glad he didn't collect baby dolls or something, that because that's going to be like, oh, those doll collector tests. Hi, Polly. Richard Ramirez with a Jerry curl. Yeah, he's got a look that's just very sinister look about him. Okay, hey Toby Kenobi. All right, so let's take a look at what we know here, what we're finding out. So the man accused of abducting 4-year-old Cleo Smith from her family tent and held her captive in his house for 18 days had a doll room inside his house. Terrence Darrell Kelly, 36 years old, was arrested by the West Australian police after detectives raided his Loch Tonkin Crescent home at 12:46 a.m. on Wednesday local time and found little Chloe alone inside a bedroom. A day later, he was charged with child abduction and appeared before the magistrate's court. The West Australian Police Detective Senior Sergeant Cameron Blaine said Cleo was found in physically good health in a bedroom inside Mr. Kelly's house. The lights were on, and she was playing with toys. I think that's about all I want to say. This is still a matter that needs to go before the courts. There are certain aspects about what we saw that is going to be evidence. Detectives declined to comment on whether dolls were found inside the house, with the head of the task force, Rodea Superintendent Rod Wild, telling journalists he didn't want to get into that. And here's another photo. Hang on. Since his arrest, a video has emerged of Mr. Kelly recording himself inside a room filled with dozens of dolls, some still in their packaging. The man also uploaded photos to Facebook in April 2020, taking a doll for a car drive, captioning the post, "I love taking my dolls for drives around and doing their hair and taking selfies in public." In another post dated July 2020, Mr. Kelly is pictured wearing a Bratz doll shirt and holding a doll in each hand, commenting, "Nothing beats chilling at home with my Bratz dolls." A toy worker in the town said the store has sold several dolls to this man over the years, which they would gift wrap. She didn't know when the last time was that he visited the store, but checking CCTV footage, which went back as far as October 18th to provide to police. Several times during his court appearance, Mr. Kelly asked journalists in the public gallery what they were staring at and told them that when he got out, he would come for them. That sounds nice. He was remanded in custody and is due to appear in court again on December 6th. Now, the neighbors described Mr. Kelly as a loner who lived in his public housing property by himself. In recent days, residents say he has been coming and going from the house with groceries. He's been acting a bit strange lately. He would get in his car and drive that fast. He doesn't have his dog out in the front. He had his dog out in the back, but for all this week, he had his dog out in the front. He's been acting like weird, says Shanika Dickerson, who is staying 2 homes down. She said she was relieved when Cleo had been found. "It's very scary. This is where I live, and young kids live here," she said. Another neighbor spoke of borrowing a lawnmower on Monday from Mr. Kelly and how he was acting normal. "He'd say hello and ask for a smoke," she said. "I didn't think he would be like that, but nobody thought that." The West Australian Police Commissioner Cole Blanche said mobile phone data and CCTV footage of a car entering the town the night Cleo vanished led police to raid Mr. Kelly's house. And here's a picture of Ellie going out with her mom earlier. They're going to go and have a specialist brought in from Perth who's going to carefully interview her. So it followed from reports of witnesses who said they saw a vehicle turning south off of the road from the Blowholes campsite where Cleo was snatched at around 3 a.m. on October 16th. The information acted on from Tuesday night onward starts out really small and quickly snowballs, he said. There were car movements. There were phone movements. The jigsaw fit the puzzle. But it took really good intelligence analysts and detectives and specialists to look at all the information, put it together, and go, you know what? This doesn't seem right to me. I've been doing this a long time, and we're going to act on it, and that's how we get results. Forensic officers have spent the past 2 days combing Mr. Kelly's property, which included a gray car that was parked in the carport, which had no number plate. More than 140 police officers were assigned to Cleo's case, with 63 working full-time right out of the town there. And his house was 7 minutes from the family's. There, so the house sits on a dusty patch of suburbia at the northwestern edge of the small coastal town known for its fishing and banana plantations. Police used battering rams and a crowbar to enter the house, and there they found Cleo alone inside a room. Western Australian Police Deputy Commissioner Cole Blanche said the moment Cleo was found was captured on body-worn cameras. I've seen the vision. It's burned into my memory for life. You cannot look at that and not just feel it in your heart. It was an unbelievable moment. So, let's see. I saw detectives who have worked for 18 days straight, 24/7, see little Cleo in a room, and the look on their faces, just the care they expressed, cuddling her and asking her name. The little voice, she basically looked straight into the camera and said, "My name is Cleo." I mean, your heart breaks just hearing that because she's been there for 18 days. The relief on those detectives' faces to realize this has really happened. Police took that 36-year-old man into custody. Okay, so let's see. A neighbor told the news in Perth he saw police carry Cleo to a vehicle after the rescue. And here's a little bit of, let me see here. A neighbor who asked to remain anonymous said the house where Cleo was found was at the rowdy end of the street that he avoided at all costs. The house around there really need to be fixed up. There's a lot of Homes West public housing units around that area. The man also said that there were many children living near the home that Cleo was found in. I'm just happy she's been found alive. I think we all are. Another neighbor said she noticed the man who lived at the house acting strangely. He's been acting a bit strangely. He would get in his car and drive fast. And then again about the dog being out in the front instead of the back. Trying to see here if there's anything else here. The state government offered a $1 million reward for any information that led to finding Cleo or anyone involved in her disappearance. The first time a sum of that size has been offered during the first week of an investigation in Western Australia. Mr. Blanche said the reward was unlikely to be claimed. Okay, so I wanted to see one thing because I was given this name of this guy early on, and let me just see something. Let's see here. There's want this load up. Trying to get something here to load up from. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, so someone said that please share Karina Howard's video. Yeah, I don't know. I have to find out a little more on that one. But there was, his Facebook page was up here. And let's see, we've got some more stuff over here. So here's another view of the room. So he looks like he has these, I think these are some Disney dolls too over here. And it looks like these may be vehicle Hot Wheels. I see Hot Wheels. And some other dolls in there. Let's see what else. Oh, here's another image. And this is his backyard. Is that a tie? There's a dog bowl. Looks like it might be a tie out. The backyard is very unkempt. Okay, so he was taken to a hospital from the police station. Let me see. He had only been at this police station a few hours before he had to be taken to the hospital for medical attention. That's what it's saying here. And let's see what else, if we have any other information here. Kelly walked into court barefoot. I wonder how they let him do that. And interrupted the judge several times as the charges were read to him, including to shout, "I'm coming for you," to journalists in the gallery. He did not enter a plea and did not apply for bail. Police have given few details about how they believe Kelly abducted Cleo or how she got from the campsite where she went missing to the house where she was found. But Facebook profiles linked to Kelly paint a picture of a deeply strange personality. Kelly used one account under the name Bratz DeLuca to detail his obsession with Bratz fashion dolls, including images of a room in his house filled with girls' toys and pictures of himself driving around town carrying them. "I love my dolls," he wrote in one post, while another said, "I love taking my dolls for drives around and doing their hair and taking selfies in public." In a third, he described himself as Mama's little brat. Through several linked profiles, Kelly claimed to be the father of several children, including at least one young daughter, though neighbors say he was childless. One of the social media accounts linked to Kelly even followed Ellie, Cleo's mother, who used her profile to beg for help finding her missing 4-year-old daughter after she disappeared on October 16th. Kelly was emotionless for most of his court hearing. He nodded to indicate that he understood the charges and taking long periods of time to acknowledge his name. He was closely guarded in the dock by 2 police officers and wore his long black curly hair down. Police have refused to comment on the images taken from his Facebook profiles, but previously said that Cleo was playing with toys when she was found. Detectives have also released audio of the moment Cleo was found, though refused to release the video footage of the inside of Kelly's house for fear of prejudicing an upcoming trial. On the tape, officers can be heard using a battering ram and crowbars to force open the door of a dilapidated house in a northern suburb of Carnarvon before one officer can be heard saying, "We've got her." "Hey, Bubba," says another, as a third can be heard saying hello to the toddler. Video footage then captures the rest of the rescue, showing how Cleo was taken outside the property, resting on the shoulder of one officer as Blaine asks her whether she's okay. When the girl smiles and nods, he tells her, "We're going to take you to see your mommy and daddy, okay?" The sound clip was released as Cleo and her family met with Western Australian Premier Mark McGowan. Cleo's stepfather, Jake, greeted the Premier wearing freshly painted white nail polish believed to have been applied by the toddler in honor of the special visit. Mr. McGowan described Cleo as a delightful little girl who spoke to him about her school and her dog. He gave her 2 police teddy bears he nicknamed Cameron and Rod after the detectives who led the hunt for her. However, he also accidentally stood on one of her Barbie doll's shoes and broke it. "I owe her a new pair of shoes," he joked afterwards. "It was a lovely experience to meet her. She was a very bright, upbeat, sweet little girl. They're decent, fundamentally honest people. Officers say they are not looking for anyone other than Kelly in connection with this case, and he is expected to be charged in due course." Let's see here if there's anything else. Police have not outlined how or why they believe Cleo was taken from the campsite or how she came to be locked inside the house, just a 7-minute drive from her parents' home and 2 minutes from their own headquarters. Investigators have not disclosed exactly what led them to the house, saying only that a report of a car in the area was crucial to tracking little Cleo down. Officers have previously spoken of trying to trace a car seen leaving the Blowholes campsite around 3 a.m. on the day that Cleo vanished. Detective Blaine has been working the case since Cleo vanished, said the first thing he did upon finding the little girl was ask her name. After 3 attempts, she finally replied, "My name is Cleo." That'll probably be the name of a documentary about her. It was really an honor to be able to witness that reunion, said Blaine, about whether that moment counts. Asked whether that moment counts as the highlight of his career, he said, "Without a doubt." Cleo's mother, Ellie, took to social media to express her relief, posting a picture of her daughter with a caption saying, "Our family is whole again." And then, let's see, he was taken to the hospital. I'm trying to figure out why. So let's see. There's no sign of any toys or children's games around the outside of the suspect's house. The yard is dotted with rubbish and fence palings. All of the windows are completely blacked out. They're hidden from public view, and overgrown shrubs and bushes climb the walls of the Housing Commission home located in Tonkin Crescents. Neighbors say they are reeling from the revelation that the quiet bloke at the number 18 now finds himself at the center of the world's biggest missing persons case. They say he kept 2 dogs in the backyard until recently, but then moved them to the front of the gated home in the past couple of weeks. Neighbors still can't believe little Cleo was right under their noses the whole time. "I have kids around the same age," says Kelly's adjacent neighbor at number 16. I saw Kelly coming and going. I didn't really interact with him. He kept to himself. It's a pretty friendly neighborhood, but he was closed off. The man said he never saw any dolls with his neighbor. I never saw anything like that. I just saw him driving his car up and down the street or hanging outside Woolworths in town. Forensics officers working out of a makeshift tent based outside the house were seen busily coming and going from the house today, with police tape cordoning off the site and the surrounding street. Earlier on Thursday, Detective Senior Sergeant Cameron Blaine said police were not yet in a position to confirm reports of a toy room and the man's alleged fascination with dolls. I think I've seen the lights were on and she was playing with toys, he said. That's about all I want to say. This is still a matter that needs to go before the courts. There are certain aspects of what we saw, you know, that is going to be evidence, and I really don't want to say anything that will prejudice that. Police did confirm they believe the accused acted entirely alone in taking Cleo from the campsite. She's been checked out at the hospital, and physically she's okay, said Superintendent Rod Wild. Cleo's going to be interviewed by a specialist in child interviews at the appropriate time, but is enjoying playing with her sister and getting lots of cuddles from her mom and dad. But that's where they were bringing her in the pink dress. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. I'm trying to see if his they were taking down like all the social media, everything. So there is a creepy, let me see here, video here. Trying to see if how I can, hold on, I don't want to, let me see here. I can see if I can put a link to this video so you can check this. Let me see. Let me get the link for this video. I'll put it in the chat. That copy, let me just see if that copied for you. It's just, no, it didn't, hang on. Video, come here, video. Three videos, so I don't know why it's not letting me share this video. Share this video. Alright, hang on a minute. I'm going to put it on my I want this, let me see something here. I'm just going to share it on my Twitter and then I'll give you the link to that. Okay, I'm putting the link. You can see the video. Here you go. Okay, that's the link for that. And let's see what else we have here. Let me just see one thing. So that's under his Bratz DeLuca. And see, you know something? You want to know something? The reason I didn't release any name, because I just see now a media outlet wrongly accuses Indigenous man of abducting Cleo Smith. A man who has been wrongly accused has been harassed online due to misinformation. He shares the same name as the alleged abductor. Okay, so the name Terrence Kelly, and this is why I did not release anything that was sent to me until this came up. And it says, because people jump the gun when they look up Facebook, they put in Terrence Kelly straight away. A lot of angry people, and they have come across the wrong Terrence Kelly. Yeah, and I think, I wonder if this was the, gotta be careful. Really gotta be careful. That's why I wouldn't do it. You could, you could cause someone to be killed. You don't know what the heck's going on there. Okay, I want to look at something here now. Someone's saying, I guess he went to the hospital allegedly because he was assaulted by another prisoner inside the police station. So he was currently in the hospital a few hours after his arrest. A woman who claimed to be the prisoner's mother said, as soon as he heard this bloke was arrested over that Cleo, he blew up and beat him black and blue. And there is a picture like we showed of that, of him on this stretcher. Terry Kelly was reportedly raised by his grandmother, who passed away last year. While information about Kelly's occupation and career is not publicly known, it was reported that he recently bought a new car. Other information about Terry Kelly's family and his mental health is not yet known. Kelly's injury, which he sustained while in custody, delayed the proceedings of the case. The Deputy Police Commissioner said that future trials might be hampered if they tried to rush interviews with Kelly. Let's say this is supposed to be the latest. Let's see here. Okay, someone named lives in the area. She went on a construction course with the man who, she went on a construction course with the man who she said is a very quiet guy and a bit of an oddball. He also objected to reporters being in the hearing, asking the magistrate, what the F are the media doing here? He then said, I'm coming for you, during the hearing to them. It has emerged that the suspect was seen uncharacteristically buying nappies, and those are diapers, in the last few days before Cleo was found. The other day, on Monday, we saw him in Woolworths buying Kimby's, nappies, and that, said a neighbor, Henry Dodd. But we didn't click why he was buying them or for who he was buying them for. Everyone knows the person who stays at the house, but no one would have ever thought it would be him. We were shocked. The man suspected of abducting Cleo Smith has been pictured after cops revealed the 4-year-old was found playing with toys during the midnight raid. Cops bust into the weird loner Terry Kelly's ramshackle home and wept with relief. Kelly has now been charged with multiple offenses, including forcibly taking a child under the age of 16. Little Cleo was carried to safety when she was found just 7 minutes from her parents' house. It has not been disclosed yet if Cleo was kept in the same house after being kidnapped or if she had been moved around. Suspect injured himself. So now they're saying a suspect held over allegedly abducting Cleo Smith has been rushed to the hospital twice. Terry Kelly, 36, injured himself at a police station in Western Australia while being held over the alleged kidnapping of the 4-year-old girl. Detective Superintendent Rod Wild, the lead detective behind the search for the child, told 6PR, my understanding is the man in custody self-harmed. He said, obviously, in modern police stations, there's CCTV in all the cells and everything else. That's what the understanding was. He was taken to the hospital. When he's declared fit to interview, that's what we will do. I think that I just want to see one thing. I'm sure they probably... So some of his Facebook accounts are Terrence Kelly, Terrence Tezkells, Bratz DeLuca. it doesn't look like, I know that they were taking everything down. So I think it's different in Australia how they handle this social media, because all I'm seeing is screenshots of his stuff and not the actual pages. Let me just see here. Okay, so it says, Terrence seems to have an obsession with Bratz dolls and has many fake accounts dedicated to them. He also made fake accounts for his family members where he stole photos of other people's children to use. Let me see if there's anything up here. I think they took that all down. Let me see here. To the bottom. Let me see. Oh, here's something. Hold on. Here's some of the so that was the Bratz name. Yeah, they must have been taken down because they were taking down everything. So that's about the size of it. Let me see. Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying. I don't know why people would be harassing a man with the same man. Obviously, yeah, Nikki, that's what happens. That's what happens when just a little bit of information, because a little bit of knowledge is a really dangerous thing. I was sent stuff with someone's name. I said, until this comes out, you know, for law enforcement, I'm not releasing anything. This is the real guy, Jeanette. This is the real guy. I even get nervous seeing kids' videos on YouTube and other platforms, knowing predators could be watching. Yeah, dare to be different. He self-harmed once and was attacked the other time, Liza? Okay. Oh, this tent was zipped back up higher than she could reach. Those Bratz dolls are highly... Yeah, I've never liked the Bratz dolls. Ugh. Never appealed to me. No, no, Jeanette, they're not wrongly accused. No, 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 no. Especially that guy doesn't seem stable. I don't know, Yogi. We don't know what happened. Yeah, we said that. Terrence Darrow Kelly said that. Hi, Peridot. What did Peridot say? He reminds you of the bad guy in the movie Ghost. I don't even remember that. Jimmy, what was that? Huh? But anyway, gotta go. Hi, Kelly. How are you? All right, I'm gonna go to Kelly. Hi, Irene. It's like he wants to be a Bratz doll. Yeah, yeah. I wonder if he's done this before, or if, you know, I mean, there was lots of kids around his house, so, you know, obviously their kids didn't go missing, but, you know, maybe he felt that would be too obvious place to look. But it's just how maybe he was, since they were 7 minutes from him, he could have been following them around for a long time. You know, he could have been stalking them. Maybe he saw the mother. If he hung out at the Woolworths downtown, I'm sure that Ellie and her kids went to the Woolworths, and maybe he followed them around, and then when they left, or maybe he saw them packing for this camping trip, and that was the opportunity. I don't know. We'll have to wait till more comes out. Yeah, we went, yeah, self-inflicted, yes, and then Liza Ward said one time it was self-inflicted and one time it was an attack. He lives in subsidized housing. Sounds like he had serious mental health issues, maybe on disability. Yeah, Gigi. Could have ended up really bad, and we don't know what happened the 18 days while she was there, and they have that specialist to interview her, yeah. Hi, Robin Lane. Hi, Debbie. But, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Gotta go and get stuff done. All right, take care. Everybody take care. He would want to get next girl. I don't know, Irene. Hey, Kevin Leonard. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you, guys. God bless. Prayers for all that need them, and we'll see you later, okay? All right, bye.